Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in the Sky. Last episode, we defeated the second round of fighting for us and we defeated the Bracer Guild of Grenzel. And there's only one team left, and that's the Intelligence Division with Lieutenant Lorenzo. And I think, since Niall called us over to have another bite, he might have gathered up some background information about them. So we can at least be somewhat prepared. Because to be honest, he's really strong and I honestly don't like our chances. So I'm hoping that by knowing some extra information we might be able to exploit some of it. And of course we're going to do the same tactic like we did last time. We're going to make sure all our CP are maxed out and we're more than ready to bring the fight home. But yeah, for now, let's head over to West District. Talk a little bit to the people. Oh. Went straight back. And then of course meet Niall to see what he has to tell us. Because that is going to be very important. What is your business here? We've been ordered to keep a strict eye on the employees here. Okay, so the Intelligence Division is on to Niall's prodding, so to speak. Honestly, there are times when I envy my wife's lifestyle, but I can't live my own life that way, no matter how much I wish to. I believe it was her lack of inhibition that attracted me to her in the first place. My husband's need to enjoy life a little bit more. It's always all thou mustn't, this and thou shan't, that is gonna be taking a toll on him. It shows how seriously he takes life though, and that's a very important trait. Yeah, we should know what to say. Opposites attract. And that's really a thing. And do you think they'll reopen the port amidst all these extra regulations? Just a hint, but I wouldn't hold my breath. I've got a ton of work that I should have been able to finish before the festivities that I'm still not even able to start yet. And it's not like the army is giving me any compensation for all the work I'm not doing. Yep. But I'm sure after the celebrations everything will open up once again. I'm sure of it. So I was the one who said, let's go watch the tournament together. Guess I don't have to worry about him breaking his promise. I broke it for him. I promised I would quit smoking and find a job. Then my wife said we could go see the finals. I can do this. Yeah, quitting smoking is never an easy task. Personally, I never had that problem because I never picked it up, but I've had friends and family trying to quit smoking and had a very hard time with it, and I believe the struggle is very real. Lots of my editors and writers always get sick near the deadline. It's an unfortunate cocktail of stress, insomnia and poor diet, if you ask me. Or they're just playing hooky? Well, the results are still the same either way. Alright, Niall could be in the restaurant or on his workplace. One way to find out. It seems like the Royal Army has been around constantly. My company is not to blame for their heightened alert, I hope. Who knows? Hey Niall. Pardon us? Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys and didn't screw it up. Well, miracles never cease. So, I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absolutely cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. Now, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. I got some background on those big shots. Niall held out a black file folder. Is this from the Royal Army? Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's just say they're on loan from some of my army contacts, but keep that under your head, okay? Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. Estelle and Joshua opened the black folder. Ooh, this is the one we're most interested in, because he's the one we need to fight. So let's read his file last. Colonel Alan Richard, born 1168 in the Rune region of Liberal, Graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the mobile task force led by Cassius Bright. 1192. Recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100-Day War. Appointed to staff of military operations office after Colonel Bright's retirement. 1201. Suggested formation of intelligence division. Queen Alicia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of this new branch. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Well, he is the man in charge. He always seems to be pretty sharp. Looked like Major Sid was right about him serving under Dad 10 years ago. So Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Well, maybe some other things were more important, like family. Captain Canon Almathea. Born 1175 in liberal capital city of Grenzel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the military operations office shortly after graduation. 1201. Reassigned to the newly formed intelligence division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard aide-de-camp, assisting directly with the military operations command. Excellent grades again. Another intellectual big shot looks like. That appointment means she's been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. And of course, most important, Lieutenant Lawrence. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Age and nationality unknown. A member of Chester who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the intelligence division. Previous activities unknown. He's been in disguise all along. He's not even from Liberal. What's up with this old job as mercenary being one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reason. No kidding. So maybe the colonel was just looking for a really skilled fighter? It is a possibility, and I think I've heard of this Chester somewhere before. Close folder, yes. Thank you for this now. At least we know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. I've learned a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Swartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the academy the same year as Captain Almathea. Really? Now. They never gave off the impression that they got along all that well. Maybe because they were academy rivals. Cannon's got the brains and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference here there. Ah, I see. I'd imagine so. Looks like Julia's always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up. And this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. You kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia. Sounds familiar. If memory serves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. She's the granddaughter of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Right. She's not well known, but she's the direct descendant of the Queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the Royal Keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. And it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. Huh. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still. Just... gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who is this someone? Haha. Spot on, kid. It could be... Yeah. Of course not Queen Alicia, that's just dumb. Duke Dunan, he'd wish, but that would be also part of keeping it in the family. It's probably Colonel Richard. Hey, not bad, kid. It's Colonel Richards who's been scouring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, looks like. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now there's something I want from you two. You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? Is that about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? I got you this information. This is called a give and take, sweetheart. True, and it's been helpful. Oh, alright. We'll let you know if you find out anything. That That's what I like to hear. Though, if all goes well today, I may not even need to rely on you two. Excuse me for a second. Hello, Liberal News. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Well, sorry to cut and run on you, but I've got to meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. I'm an idol, as always. I'm only up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can just kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You too. Don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? I guess we should stop by the guild and then go back to the hotel? We ought to report the info that Niall got for us. Fine by me. We might want to look around before we go back. Our editor is a real oddball. Both Niall and I get into it sometimes with him over matters of journalistic integrity, I guess. But it's really hard to stay mad when he's always got that huge grin on his face. Well, if you get the numbers, of course he's happy. Oy vey, when did soldier become a four-letter word? I've got quite a ragtag bunch of rag riders here. I'd kill me. They're all pretty hardened, I swear. You could sell seats to our staff members. But passion sells, you know? It's why our paper always does so well. Yeah, he's the owner of the newspaper, of course, and he's very proud of his members. Some Royal Army soldiers came in here a while ago. Seems there's a curfew now. Everyone off the streets by 9 o'clock. Not great for business, but it'll be nice to close up early, put on some music and do some reading. Well, if it happens once or twice, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just if it keeps on happening for a long period of time, that's when it gets annoying. There's a lot more soldiers on patrol than usual, more than any other year too. How come? The harbor is supposed to be absolutely stunning at night. It says so in the guidebook. Seems we can't go to the harbor. That's too bad. We've been tasked with patrolling all the major establishments. Okay. After the development of Orbal technology, the world has become very convenient indeed. But as a result, people seem to have lost their faith in ideas. It was the church that brought us back from the brink of extinction following the Great Collapse. Have people forgotten this? They announced they would enforcing stricter security measures. It seems they intend to patrol all major establishments in the city. The Royal Army came back earlier with a message. Alright, but what was that message? Because if they're patrolling, they're clearly looking for something, someone. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be us, even though they not necessarily know it is us they're looking for. But is all of this necessary? I'm on a break at the moment, so I'm passing the time watching the clouds roll by. I mustn't forget to ready the hymnals today, before our next service. There are over 200 books to comb through. We must ensure no one wrote any dirty limericks in the margins. It's quite a monumental task. Now, where's Sister Ellen? I hope she hasn't gotten herself lost again. Well, with Sister Ellen, you never know. But if she's in trouble, I'm sure we'll be there to help her out. Was that Sister Ellen, by the way, in this corner? Now I want to check just to make sure. Yes! Because if she wasn't here in the church, I would have definitely gone back on the road trying to see if I could find her. Maybe again save her from a bunch of enemies. Because you know what they say, some people are just bound to be damsels in distress over and over and over again. Madame Marianne always looked forward to the Queen's birthday celebrations and the Master's homecoming. He's only able to return home for a short time during the season, you see? I heard not a peep from my husband, who is stationed on the Bose side of the Hakken Gate. This is the first time I've been so cut off from him since the war ended. Whatever is going on there. Yeah, the army is ramping up for something big, I betcha. Grandpa's not feeling well. I hope she's okay. Alright, this side of the town is done. And of course I want to go all over town right now, because last time we did it during the day and there weren't a lot of people around, because I think they were mostly sitting in the arena seats waiting for the matches to begin. And I think we're going over the town right now. At this point in time we'll meet more people that we can talk to. I failed the entrance exam for the Fisherman's Guild. I'm going to have to practice harder and try again. On top of everything else, I haven't seen my wife since this morning. It's been a really rotten day. I think she might be extremely pissed with him. And that's putting it mildly. I mean, extremely mildly. I want to check the Fisherman's Guild before we head to the Brazier Guild. Can you imagine his wife being here? Trying to apply for a fishing license that he himself couldn't get. Still, Joshua, how did your meeting go with the reporters from Liberal News? Did you get any valuable leads or information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Niall's findings to Elnan. So, Second Lieutenant Lawrence is part of the Jaeger Corps. Or more specifically, the Jaeger Corps known as Chester. First I've heard of that name, definitely. I'd best look it up. Do the Guild and Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere with the matters of the state, you see. Whereas Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They're often employed in border disputes and have some quite opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice. So I think there's no chance of getting any information on this? I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship, shmemmanship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you please. Thank you, Elnan. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for the Princess Claudia's future husband, we've uncovered a few morsels of information, which may have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal Family will be arriving in Grenzel during the Queen's birthday celebration. We don't know their name, but we do know this is the first time someone from the family has come to Liberal since the war 10 years ago. So this is fairly significant news. I see. You're right that it does seem connected with the talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal Family. I mean, the only Imperial I ever even met is Olivier. Well, the princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. It seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society, but unless we've reverted to a more repressed time, it is much too soon for marriage. Indeed. As I said, I suspect there is a political motive to this push for wedlock, and finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. If we can earn that invite to the castle, we'd be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you. Here. And there it is. I was already beginning to wonder, where the hell are we gonna get that key? Because I was thinking we're gonna get that from Nile. Like, here, explore those sewers, you might even get some training out of it. But it seems we're getting it from Elden. What the heck is this? The sewers. We always keep a few on hand at the capital branch. Never know when they might come in handy. This one should open one of the access grates near the Grand Arena. There are some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it. We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Elden. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. We'll head on down with Zin and Olivier after we meet up with them tomorrow. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two. Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures. So it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock if at all possible. You two should go home. Don't you think it's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel on the northern block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Hold on a second. I could swear I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament! You know, now that you mention it. Oh, were you guys in the audience? Well, we were on security detail. That match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? We'll escort you to the hotel so you can rest up for the big fight. Very well, we accept. Yeah, we do not want to cause any suspicion. Thank you for escorting us. We appreciate it. You've got to be kidding. We're a big fan of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. Those special op types just rub in the wrong way for some reason. No kidding. I just don't get what goes through their heads. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Thank you. We'll do everything we can. Whew. This is all kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the intelligence division are just regular soldiers. Whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them, since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it'll be wisest not to stir up trouble with the rank and file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there, and all our other guests have been going out have invariably been let right back in. Yeah. Sometimes they use so hard words. I do trip over them every once in a while. It does suck so bad. I would be so embarrassed. Going out with a guy from the same block, huh? Doesn't breaking up suck? Ah, because you still have to see each other. Maybe I'll go to bed early so I can feel well rested for tomorrow's match. I need a nice warm soak to lift the worry from my bones. Hey, newbies. I'm just about to take a shower. I'm drenched in sweat and I don't like it one bit. Ooh, can we join? Nope. The streets were really quiet today. With the championship tomorrow, I thought things would be more, you know, lively. Might be all the guards walking around. it will make people feel uneasy. You should get some rest for tomorrow's match. Keeping yourselves fit and ready for anything is an important part of being a bracer. We will, don't worry. Sometimes taking it easy is not too bad, you know. As long as my sweetie pie is here next to me. I really want to spend a night in the town with my girlfriend, but wouldn't you know it, there's a new curfew that starts tonight. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just a way of the army trying to control the people. What a hotel. I wish I came with my husband. This sofa is so soft and comfy. Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. I think we've got a trespasser. There might be explosives set, so be careful. Wait, you're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you, no questions. If you'd rather stay out here, that's fine with me. No way. I'm fine, let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like he got away. But that's strange. I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there are any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing. I guess this is all that's been left behind. What, a letter? Joshua broke the seal on the letter. Tonight at the stroke of 10, come to the Cathedral. Please, tell no one of this. And that is... And what cathedral? The huge church over in the West Block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well, it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not. What was that for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the West Block too. Oh, right. Still, I hate to just pretend we've nothing, we never got it. I'll go by myself then. It's easier for one person to stay hidden than two. I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the Cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. I just need you to stay here. Hey. I'm no less of a bracer than you are. I can handle myself and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue is not gonna work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell you're worried about me. Or more, that you're worried for me. What are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me. Not for very long, anyway. I'm impressed. Alright. If you want to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now, so we have to hurry. Okay. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on then. Alright, let's go out to get killed. I mean, to get some extra information. Oh. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of those soldiers spot us, we'll probably be led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chance we can get to get past them undetected. Okay. And they're not marked on the map, so that can be quite annoying. Okay, we're not going through there. Damn, I guess the game wants us to go past the arena. Yeah, they're trying to make the walk longer than it should. Or need to. Oh crap. Alright, so far so good. Almost there. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ooh, he didn't see us. Okay, I don't know how he didn't see us, but I'll take it. Alright, let's walk with them. This is nerve-wracking. Made it. Alright, we made it. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. You came after all. Sister Ellen? You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? The letter was yours. But why would you do something so secretive-like just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. You're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then. Allow me to get more comfortable. Ah, Swartz. What? Lieutenant Julius Swartz, Commander of the Royal Guardsmen, at your service. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Ruin, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why did you call us here? Well, I answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Septian Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Rich's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Okay. The answer to your other questions, why I called you here? If you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize that this is a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kinda unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. What? Joshua explained the request that Professor Russell gave them during the Leiston Fortress incident. Really now? Almighty Idios, thank you for your gift most sacred. In that case, I have only one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty and heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. Not that the non-involvement rule still applies even in situations like this, but we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please, take this with you. Received Julia's letter. What's this? Give this to the head maid, Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the special ops men. But you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. She sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it. We'll talk to her. Thank you both very much. Pathetic, isn't it? I was deceived and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. And this happens not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be that hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there's the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain you'll do just fine. That Calvadian martial artist is extremely skilled. And you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army, the Divine Blade at that. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial artist instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad never used anything except the bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies. He wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua, Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Pardon us, this is the Grenzel City Guard. Due to terrorist threat, we'll be now patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if you have a look inside? Crap. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment please and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay. Please be careful. Phew. Well, we managed to avoid the patrol so far. It doesn't look like there are many soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment here and then head back to the hotel. Okay. So much is going on. It's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. I never would have imagined it to be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the Cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking it'd be someone you'd known before? Well... Oh, sorry, forget I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us, each and every one of them living his or her own life, all under the same sky. And every person you meet has a personality, a history, and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause. Nothing happens without a reason or a motive or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts that I've lost. Joshua? I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful having someone with me. This guy, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua. So I promise, once this whole matter is settled, and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really. With the stars as my witness. Okay then, we have ourselves a deal. Estelle? All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Cause once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I've got to tell you. What? Oh wait, is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yep. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not. It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though, I guess the situation does feel kinda right, but still, no dice. Not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now. All because we got a big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show those special ops types how a touch of a girl power can ruin their whole day. Ruin their... You really are your father's daughter. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow, I think we're going to do just fine tomorrow. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy over full of spirit when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagement at me. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Ellen lent us something that might give us an edge. Estelle explained that Ellen had loaned them the spare key to the Grenzel sewer. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up some more huzzah. Alright. Madam Estelle, Master Joshua, today's the day of the tournament championship, is it not? Please, do take care out there. You may rest assured that I will be cheering for you. Alright. Well, as you might have guessed, it's already getting quite long this episode, so I'm gonna leave the sewer exploration to the next one. I was hoping to put both of it in one tight little episode, but I did not expect Colonel Schwartz, you know what I mean, to go and talk to us and ask us to bring a letter to Your Majesty. So we now have 2 letters we need to deliver. Yeah, it's getting more important by the day, by the hour, even by the minute. So we really need to prepare ourselves. So next episode we're gonna go to the sewers. We're gonna go by the Brazier Guild. But I wouldn't be too surprised if there's gonna be an extermination request for the other sewers as well, as it was in the first one. And who knows, maybe we get a secondary quest as well. So once we check out the other sewers, we're gonna have a lot more chests, a lot more encounters, great ways to raise our CP to max, to maybe gain 1 or 2 levels, and of course the brilliancy of more Sepith. Because I've already arranged in my mind which ones I want to upgrade, so if we have the correct amount of Sepith, we're definitely gonna get it and make winning that much more easier than it already is. But that's gonna be tomorrow, well, in the next episode of course, which for me is gonna be tomorrow. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.